You wake up. You try to move, and your whole body feels like it rusted overnight. Your knees are stiff. Your back is locked. Your fingers don't want to open. And you wonder, when did mornings start feeling like this? If that sounds familiar, stay with me. Because what's really causing this is probably not what you've been told. And once you understand it, you can actually start to fix it. Welcome to Silver Wellness. If you're new here, this is a place for honest, calm health information. No gimmicks, no miracle cures, just the truth. If that sounds good, the subscribe button is right below. Now, most people assume morning stiffness is just part of aging. And yes, age plays a role. But there are at least 7 specific things happening in your body that make mornings so much harder than they need to be. And some of them are surprisingly easy to change. Let's start with reason number 1. What actually happens to your joints while you sleep? When you lie still for 6, 7, 8 hours, the fluid inside your joints, called synovial fluid, settles and thickens. Think of it like oil in an engine that's been sitting overnight. It doesn't flow smoothly until the engine warms up. Your joints work the same way. That's why the first 10 minutes of movement feel the hardest. Your body literally needs to warm its own lubrication system back up. A simple thing that helps. Before you even get out of bed, gently move your ankles in circles. Flex and point your toes. Slowly bend and straighten your knees under the blanket. These small movements start pumping that synovial fluid back through your joints. So by the time your feet touch the floor, your body has a head start. Reason number 2. Overnight dehydration. While you sleep, your body loses water through breathing, through your skin, through normal metabolic processes. By morning, you've gone 6 to 8 hours without a single sip of water. And here's what most people don't realize. Your joints, your muscles, and your connective tissue all depend on hydration to stay flexible. When they're dry, they're stiff. It's that simple. Try drinking a full glass of water within the first 5 minutes of waking up. Not coffee, water. Your body will thank you within days. Many people who do this say their mornings feel noticeably different within the first week. Reason number 3. The inflammation cycle. Your body's natural cortisol rhythm actually causes inflammation to peak in the early morning hours. This is a well-documented medical pattern. If you already have any low-level inflammation in your joints, from arthritis, from old injuries, from dietary triggers, your body amplifies it right around the time you wake up. That's why mornings feel so much worse than afternoons. And this is one of those reasons where what you eat and what's in your system matters more than you might expect. We'll come back to that, because there's one specific thing almost nobody checks that plays a much bigger role in inflammation than most people realize. We're getting to it. Reason number 4. Your mattress and sleep position. This one sounds obvious, but it's not. Most people sleep on the same mattress for 10, 15, even 20 years. But after 7 to 10 years, most mattresses lose the support your spine needs. And if you're sleeping in a position that puts pressure on your shoulders or hips all night, you're essentially training your body to wake up stiff. Side sleepers. Try a pillow between your knees. It keeps your hips aligned and takes pressure off your lower back. Back sleepers. A small pillow or rolled towel under your knees can make a real difference. These are small changes, but your body spends a third of its life in that position. It matters more than most people think. Reason number 5. Medications with hidden side effects. This is one that catches people off guard. Certain very common medications, including some cholesterol-lowering drugs, blood pressure medications, and even some sleep aids, list joint stiffness and muscle aches as known side effects. Most people never connect the two because these medications were prescribed for something completely different. I'm not telling you to stop any medication. Please don't do that. But if your stiffness got noticeably worse after starting a new prescription, that's worth a conversation with your doctor. And while you're having that conversation, there's one particular nutrient worth asking them to check. It's coming up next, and it ties several of these reasons together. Stay with me. Reason number 6. You stopped moving enough during the day. This isn't a lecture about exercise. Here's what actually happens. When you move less during the day, fewer walks, less stretching, more sitting, your fascia, the thin connective tissue that wraps around every muscle in your body, starts to tighten and bind. It's like shrink wrap slowly getting tighter. And overnight, when you're completely still, it sets in that shortened position. The good news is that fascia responds to gentle, consistent movement. You don't need a gym. A 10-minute walk after dinner and some simple stretching before bed can begin to reverse this pattern within a couple of weeks. Your body wants to move. It just needs the invitation. And now, reason number 7. This is the one that surprises almost everyone, and it's the reason I hinted at earlier. Magnesium deficiency. Studies estimate that up to half of adults over 60 don't get enough magnesium, and magnesium is directly involved in muscle relaxation, joint flexibility, and inflammation control. All the things we've been talking about. When your magnesium is low, your muscles physically struggle to relax. They stay in a semi-contracted state overnight, and you wake up feeling tight, sore, and locked in place. Magnesium-rich foods include dark leafy greens like spinach and kale, almonds and cashews, pumpkin seeds, black beans, avocado, and dark chocolate. Yes, dark chocolate. Some people also benefit from a magnesium supplement, but the right form and dosage is something to discuss with your doctor. Not all magnesium supplements are the same. Some are absorbed much better than others. Here's the honest truth. Morning stiffness after 60 is common, but it is not inevitable. When you understand why it happens, the synovial fluid, the dehydration, the inflammation timing, the sleep position, the medications, the movement, and especially the magnesium, you stop blaming your age, and you start making small changes that actually work. Most people won't fix this overnight, but most people who make even 2 or 3 of these changes tell me they notice a real difference within the first week or 2. Your body still wants to feel good in the morning. It just needs you to help it along. Now, I do want to say this clearly. Everything in this video is general wellness information. I always encourage you to speak with your own doctor before making any changes, especially if you're on medications or managing a health condition. Your doctor knows your history. That conversation is always worth having. And if this helped you, or if it reminded you of someone you care about who wakes up stiff and sore every morning, I'd love it if you shared this video with them. Sometimes a simple share is the kindest thing you can do. It might be exactly what they needed to hear today. Thank you for spending this time with me. I'll see you in the next one. Take good care of yourself.